Hello students. So in this presentation we are going to discuss assessment of susceptibility in a given case, and the purpose is to determine the potency. So basically the universal rule is higher susceptibility, high potency, and lower susceptibility, low potency. High potencies are 1 m and above, and low potency means 6, 12, 30 mother tincture are lower potencies. So they are considered under lower potencies. So assessment of susceptibility in a given case to determine a potency in a case. So we will keep it in mind the first rule. If the assessment is high, we will choose high potency. If the assessment is low, we will choose low potency. Assessment of susceptibility in a given case done by first point, consider the patient's age. So children and young people have high susceptibility, old people have low susceptibility, and middle aged have moderate susceptibility. So we will consider this first point. Next is sex. Females have high susceptibility due to high emotional turmoil than males. So if a patient is female, we consider in general high susceptibility. Third point is occupation. High intellectual work done by teachers, CA, chartered accountants, engineers, they are considered to be having high susceptibility. Less intellectual work, household workers, etc. are having low susceptibility. Next point is seat of disease. That is, we have to assess the pathology in a given case. So how to assess the pathology in a given case? So first consider functional or structural. So if the pathology is functional, the susceptibility is high, and if it is structural, susceptibility is low. If the pathology you are assessing is reversible type, susceptibility is high, and if it is of irreversible type, susceptibility is considered as low. So functional high, structural low, reversible high, irreversible low susceptibility. Suppose a patient comes with migraine, so it is a functional disease. So we consider susceptibility is high. If the patient comes with the liver cirrhosis, it is a structural disease. So we consider susceptibility is low. Reversible disease. So if the patient is having, say, kidney stone, that is renal calculus of a very small size, say 2 to 3 millimeter, we consider structural but reversible. Or irreversible, like cirrhosis of liver or malignancy. So reversible have high susceptibility and irreversible have low susceptibility. So seat of disease, we again assess with respect to whether the disease is curable or incurable. If it is curable, it is high susceptibility. If it is incurable, it is low susceptibility. Presence of characteristic symptoms indicate high susceptibility. Presence of common symptoms indicate low susceptibility. So it is overall assessment of the pathology of a given case. So functional or structural, reversible or irreversible, curable or incurable, characteristic symptoms present in the case more, or common symptoms present in the case are more. So you understand, the left hand side indicates the high susceptibility and the right hand side indicates low susceptibility. Next point is patient if is having any habits. Habits of alcohol, smoking, we assess it is a low susceptibility. Again, narcotics, low susceptibility. Tobacco, machinery, for applying on teeth indicates low susceptibility. All these benumb the susceptibility. So all these benumb the nerves of the patient and it dampens the reaction. So dampens the susceptibility. Hence it is low susceptibility. Next point is origin or onset, duration and progress of disease. So sudden onset, consider it is high susceptibility. If it is a slow onset, consider it as a low susceptibility. If it long duration, low susceptibility. Short duration, high susceptibility. So till now whatever discussion we have done, you can understand it is not that one point we can consider for assessment of susceptibility. So overall grossly we have to consider all the points and then only we can label the susceptibility. So we go further. So fast progress, high susceptibility. Slow progress, low susceptibility. So onset is sudden, high susceptibility. If duration is short, high susceptibility. And if the fast progress, high susceptibility. Okay, so if the onset is slow, low susceptibility. Duration is for a long duration, low susceptibility. Slow progress, low susceptibility. So we go further. Sensitivity. What do you mean by sensitivity? We consider a person is very sensitive. Means what? The person is having very high emotional mental symptoms. This indicates high sensitivity. And if there are intense pains in the patient's symptoms, it indicates high sensitivity. So basic rule is higher susceptibility, higher potency. That is 1M, 10M, 50M. They are all high potencies. Higher sensitivity, higher potencies. So again we summarize. Functional pathology is there. It is high potency you can give. So patients with dyspepsia, migraine or any other symptoms which are not having the pathology involved to the structural type, that is microscopic or macroscopic structural changes are not there, then we consider it is a functional pathology and high potency is given. Structural pathology, you give low potency. So microscopic, macroscopic changes are there, then it is a structural pathology. And in such cases, you have to give low potency. Allergic conditions give moderate potency. If there is a pathology, structural, irreversible or reversible, we start with low potency. If it is having deformities, the pathology with deformities, degeneration, we start with very low potency, maybe 6 or 12, or we can even go to LM potencies. Mother tinctures are considered when the pathology is advanced. Higher matching at mental level of the remedy indicates higher potency. So if we consider the totality, it is having characteristic symptoms and remedy prescribed is having the clear-cut indication at the level of mind, indicating remedies such as natramur or lycopodium or sulfur or the kalicarb, magnesium. So it indicates a clear cut deep acting remedies. It indicates a higher potency can be given. Total matching of remedy at mental generals, physical particular symptoms, higher potency is given. So again summarize, sudden onset consider high potency, slow onset consider low potency. And remember always contraindication of high potency will be pathology, structural change. So never prescribe high potency in a advanced pathology or structural change, that you must keep it in mind. So if the patient is young patient and he is having sudden onset, he is having intellectual person, but if the pathology is advanced, you cannot prescribe high potency. So in such case, even the patient is young, even if he is intellectual of having occupation as teacher, CA or doctor, you cannot prescribe high potency because of underlying pathology. So this discussion is done for the assessment of susceptibility. So even if all the points indicate, such as I gave the example that a young patient having suppose he is doctor, he is working and having very high emotional turmoil, but if he is having pathology of any organ, then we cannot give high potency. So that will be a very important contraindication of high potency. If you will have to remember always. Okay, so I stop here and thank you.